Hey, welcome to this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts gameplay video. If you love the era of naval warfare when castles of steel ruled the waves, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and the new Alpha 5 is here. We'll take a quick look, without going through this in any detail. Major improvements in ballistics. That's nice. Improved damage system. Gun visual variants. Okay. Ramming damage. Well, that's kind of cool. New ship models. Now, we're going to take advantage of this today. I think we're going to play a quick little battle with the Italian heavy cruiser Trento. Um, so here you can pause the video and read that in detail if you wish. 2, 3, 4, and new Naval Academy missions. German raiding squadron, Dreadnought versus modern cruisers, wounded beast cruisers needed, ship designer improvements. Now that's kind of cool. Operational range is locked in medium for Naval Academy. I guess they don't want us taking advantage of the AI. Turbo electric drive auxiliary engines. How about that? Light cruisers maximum gun size is now 7 inches, which is nice. Some battle lances and combat improvement, bug fixes, and others. This is one of the coolest things. Transport ships became available in custom battles. That's nice. That they're uncontrollable, but that's nice. Improved ship flotation motion should not pitch and roll so much as before, especially heavy ships. Anyway, so what we're going to do today with this little first look is set ourselves up a fight between the Italians and the British. We're going to step this up to late 1930s just to get the technology right. But we're going to act like we're playing the opening engagements of the Battle of Cape Matapan, which I'm sitting here reading is Second World War naval engagement between British Imperial and Axis forces fought 27 to 29 March 1941. This is the Cape is on the southwest coast of the Peloponnesian Peninsula of Greece. Following the interception of Italian signals by Government Code and Cipher School at Bletchley Park, ships of the Royal Navy and Royal Australian Navy under the command of Royal Navy Admiral Sir Andrew Cunningham intercepted and sank or severely damaged several ships of the Italian Regia Marina under Squadron Vice Admiral Angelo Iachino. The opening action of the battle are also known in Italy as the Battle of Gavdos. Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to play that something that faintly resembles the Battle of Gavdos or the action off Gavdos. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to give the Italians 3 heavy cruisers and the British 4 light cruisers. Both of them have 3 destroyers. The 4 light cruisers were, I think, Leanders or something, and these were almost all. I think 2 of them were Trento, and 1 was kind of like a Trento. Anyway, again, we're not looking for any particularly a strictly accurate historical battle, because apparently these 2 forces kind of sparred with each other, and the Italians ran off trying to lead the British into the guns of the Vittorio Veneto or whatever the hell that Italian battleship was, who fired on the light cruisers, and the light cruisers scurried away. And then, the battle continued over the course of a couple of days, and it was kind of bad for the Italians before it was all said and done. I think they had a battleship damaged, 3 heavy cruisers sunk, 2 destroyers sunk, and a destroyer heavily damaged. The British did pretty good. 4 light cruisers lightly damaged. Well, We can't really simulate this gigantic battle no matter what we do. It's not gigantic, but it's bigger than what you can do here casually. And I just want to get in here and play with these new heavy cruiser models. And we're going to design the Trento. And I think that's the right hull. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a cut in the video and get this done because it's a little bit of a chore. And we'll come back and we'll review her, and then we'll get out there and play with it and just see how the new, Alpha 5 looks. I'll be back in just a moment. Well, okay, I think we've pretty much got her lined out here. Now, I understand that I don't have anything like perfect information on her construction and materials, so I'm shooting to get right about here for her full load displacement, which is almost dead on, 13,322, and Wikipedia has 13,334, so I'm feeling pretty good. Her design speed was much faster, I think 36 knots, but 31 knots was apparently the real thing. Guns, she has 4 times 2 8-inch guns. She has 12 4-inch guns. Now, she was originally designed with 16, but they removed 2 pair of turrets. I think they removed the aft turrets, but since I can't get anything to mount here, we just take 2 of those double turrets off and go with the dozen guns rather than the 16. She also has 4 double deck-mounted torpedo tubes, which I stuck here, although I suspect they could easily go. Oh, in fact, it'd probably make more sense if this set was. I don't know. We can get them sets. Let's see. You know, something like that makes more sense. And I don't have a line drawing in front of me, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that's not much more like it. Now, somehow or another, I've managed, because I didn't get rid of that. Oh, that changed the aft weight offset a bunch. It means we need to back her up. And we maybe get her untucked here. Come on, come on. These small mounts have a tendency to want to turn themselves in the side. And if I can get it to behave a little better. Almost. I keep hitting it. And now the aft weight offset is, come on. I should just leave it alone. All right, so she's got a small aft weight offset, and we just have to live with that. Might be able to fix that a bit by... Wow, what's up with that? And... yeah, we're just going to leave it like that. Who cares? I'm fighting nonsense. Let's go down through it though. Turbine engines, oil, balanced boilers. From here on through here, all I did was what I needed to do to get her weight up because really, she's incredibly lightly armored. And in fact, this is supposed to be like 2.8, but I can't get it. Won't let me give her 2.8 inch belt armor. So we're just gonna have to live with the 4-inch belt armor and a 2.8 inch belt extended. Look at the deck armor, 2 inches and 0.8. Conning tower, I don't know. I just left it at default. Turrets were supposed to be 4, and these other 2, I don't know. I left them at default. But given this armor scheme, I added a bunch of heavy stuff in here to get her up to close to what looks like supposed to be her full load weight. What else? No radar. Gave her RDF. She does have these. I don't know if these ought to be fast or not. We really don't know much about Italian torpedoes. I don't know what to put in here. Oh, look, tube powder gets her even heavier. We'll just leave it at TNT. Krupp armor 1, again, I don't. That's the baseline here. If we were to go way up, it drops her weight down. So to keep her weight right, we go with the lowest tech Krupp armor. And there she is. I think she's kind of pretty. My suspicion is she's fast, she's maneuverable, and she's incredibly vulnerable. So, one thing to do, let's just get out there and find out what it's about. But hey, while it's doing this, building the other side, I hadn't thought to ask if you have yet to subscribe, please consider doing so. And when you do, ring that bell. That way you'll know when I post another video. Like the video, helps the channel a bunch. All it takes is one little click. Share with your friends. And I get the best comments in the world on these videos. Please let me know what you think. Okay, here we go. 3 heavy cruisers against 4 light cruisers and 3 destroyers each. I'm thinking the Italians need to keep their destroyers in close to the heavies and try to stand off and take advantage of the big guns. And well, either the Brits will try to close or they won't. I don't know. Let's go. Okay. Oh my God, I did not. Yeah, I did. I renamed her. She's just back there. And let's take a quick look. All right, so the Brits are over that way. That means we need to turn and see if we can go find them. Destroyers are really fast. God help us. And they have a handful of torpedoes. We'll go ahead and leave them at their full speed for right now. What are the conditions? Fairly positive. Fairly positive. Netting positive because of the clear weather. Well, I don't know if the Brits will have radar. I suspect they will have a fire control advantage. Let's go. Let's go play. Aha. Okay, I think I'm turning a bit too radically. There. There. All right, give me another one of those. Yeah. Looking pretty good right now. And the destroyers are coming up to speed very rapidly, which is cool. The cruisers, right, the destroyers are actually screaming right now. Now let's back that down just a little bit. Again, keeping in mind, I don't think I really want to let these destroyers get too far away from these lightly armored heavies. I think the British light cruisers are going to have a fire control advantage, and 6-inch guns I think are going to be able to raise hell with the Italians. All right, let's speed things up a little bit. Yep, these other guys are trying to catch up. Give them a chance to get their formation right. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. These guys are really stepping up their speed while they try to catch up to the leader. Oh, okay. What have we spotted? Well, that looks like a destroyer to me. I know one thing. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to get in the middle of that. You guys need to come up to speed and make this turn with us. All right. It's done got exciting now. I don't think I'd want to be that destroyer. That looks kind of awkward to me. I think I would be not closing like that. Of course, you know, I say that. We're inside a 5-inch gun range, and we are well inside a torpedo range, so they could ruin our day. They could ruin our day with torpedoes. What was that? There's some different changes here. I don't know what I just saw in that information display. Alright, these guys only have 4-inch guns. I don't know whether he's inside a 4-inch gun range. Yeah, just, I believe. Yeah, we need to be maneuvering to avoid torpedoes. These guys need to be screening. Let's get in here and take a close look at these guys, see how pretty they are. Oh yeah, she's beautiful. Oh, she's beautiful. Quick pause. Shift Alt. Get a picture that doesn't involve interface. And may make things flash a little bit. Yeah, it does. There goes the screenshot. Alright. Looks like we're getting a few hits. And I think we're seeing all the British destroyers. Which just may be acting a little bit crazy. Oh, we've already put torpedoes in the water. Look at that. Which means you can better believe that the British have done the same. Oh my God, we're going to run into our own torpedoes. Oh my God. No, don't run into your own freaking torpedoes. Okay. That was exciting. Well, we aren't exactly tearing them up. We haven't identified them. And more torpedoes. I heard somebody launching them. Cruisers are having a hard time maintaining a formation. Look at all the torpedoes in the water. We can just better believe that we're having the same problem. Yeah, this formation keeping isn't exactly brilliant. And boy, are we putting torpedoes in the water. They're endangering their own destroyers, it looks to me. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Where are the cruisers? There are torpedoes everywhere, and they're reacting to them. Look at them. Sweet, sweet. Wow. Formation keeping. Doesn't look to be a strong point here. What have we got? We have found the Brit cruisers. Yes, we have. Alright, can we shift fire to there? Yes, we can. And we can continue the secondaries there. Alright. Go. This is such a beautiful game. It is such a beautiful game. Have we identified this guy? Yep. Man, he's taking a little bit in the way of hits, but not too bad, really. Alright. But you guys... I haven't seen the first British... Whoa, yeah, they have torpedoes. We just haven't seen any of them. Hopefully that means I evaded them with great skill and aplomb. Or maybe I just got lucky. Alright, they've switched fire to the destroyers again, since the heavy cruisers have, or the light cruisers are out of sight. There we go. There we go. Somewhere in there. I don't see it at all now. That makes me nervous. There we go. I see it. There's a torpedo right there. We may need to put these guys on AI control. Maybe they can... Look, there's a whole raft of torpedoes. We may have to start taking these guys into some... Yeah, the destroyers are turning away. And in fact, it looks to me like we're going to have to do the same thing. We're going to have to detach these guys and turn them away individually to deal with that. And then hope we get lucky. Ah, we hit something. What happened over there? Well, can we even go see it? Well, she took some hits. But since we haven't identified her, did we get a torpedo hit? It's noisy. I don't know. 8-inch hits. 8-inch hits. No, there it is. There it is. She just took some really bad 8-inch hits. Lord, that's rackety. Alright. That's a bit... Let's see if that's a workable solution to these incoming torpedoes. I think at least what we're seeing right now, the Trento is probably going to be okay. Oops. Not if we keep messing around with her And I can't get to her because of the interface. Alright, here comes a bunch of them. And we're maneuvering wildly to avoid them. And the destroyers are going wild. Don't run into each other. They've enabled collision damage. That would be awkward. Oh, this is so sweet. This is so sweet. I wonder about her. I really do wonder about her. Will she make it? She really needs to just settle down and go fast to get ahead of this. I don't think they can hurt her. Man, the destroyers are weaving in and around. Okay, I think we've managed it. Alright, now we need to attach. Is everybody? Yeah, I think we're all nicely under command here. I think. Oh, the flagship's way back here. That's what's giving them fits. I hope you guys don't. They're going to do stupid things, like try to fall in behind her. So we're going back to detach. Right. Otherwise, the Trento will maneuver to fall in behind. And I don't see any way. Follow. Steady. Move behind the closest division, forming a line. Alter, you control right click to ship at another division. Control right click. Hey, am I learning something? Let's see what happens. Oh, sweet. I learned something. I got him to actually treat the Trento as the lead ship of the division. Alright, what are my destroyers doing? They're all over the place. That's okay. They're on AI control, and I think that's tolerable for right now. Alright. More torpedoes. Which it will be up to the destroyers to evade on their own. And right now it looks like a fight that's all about engaging those destroyers. And I'm going to leave the destroyers on AI control right now. They might actually scout out the cruisers. I hear more torpedoes going in the water. Yep. Truant and the Wanderer. Well, this is an entirely different experience. I don't think I've played a scenario quite like this. We should have her slowing down, hoping the other guys can catch up. That's what's happening. Outstanding. the destroyers are wandering around aimlessly. Well, that might be something of an exaggeration. Would be a bit surprised if they don't have more torpedoes in the water. And we're going to be dancing again. Where are the British cruisers? Our destroyers are finding them and not making me happy. And of course, they don't have any torpedoes left. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, they got some. I set out thinking I wanted to keep my destroyers close in, but when I put them on AI control to avoid the torpedoes, they've gone off having their own mind about things. Meanwhile, we are engaging the destroyers. What's interesting is we don't have much of a chance to hit these guys. 1%. Oh, but when we do hit them, it's ugly. All right, we've spotted the cruisers again. And we're back in this situation where we don't have much of a chance to hit destroyers. It really makes me question our ability to hit those guys. Yeah, nothing. Oh, these guys are in trouble. And our destroyers are going to go over there and get whooped, especially one lousy destroyer. Give him some smoke cover since the AI doesn't seem to think that's an interesting thing to do. Oh, she's in trouble. Yeah, these destroyers, we're taking it now. Now we're getting paid back. Now we're getting paid back. Yeah, she's hosed. Doesn't even look like she got any torpedoes off for taking those hits. 6-inch hits just tore her up. Get back over here before I lose track of destroyers doing bad things to us. We can clear these destroyers out, then we can go after the light cruisers. Yep, looks like a bad day for the British destroyers. She's running for the heavier elements. Running for the he's running for the cruisers. We need to maneuver on the cruisers now. Meanwhile, these guys are struggling to get into a formation. They might be able to do it. Ouch! Oh, she's in so much trouble. But they're still working on it. They're still doing their thing. I'm inclined to leave them alone. Okay, I think, what was it? Control right click. Let's pause for a second. I want you to control, follow her, and that ought to make some, okay, I'm beginning finally to understand formation orders. Oh. I got Trento down to 25 knots trying to let everybody else catch up. That might not be working. She might need to just go ahead and speed up. Oh, and the Vettor Pisani's decided that she has to do a 360 to get in place. That's fine. It seems to me to be lazy ship handling, but okay. slow her down again. The destroyers are still engaging the cruisers, and we're going after them. Yeah, it looks like the British had a bad position. The destroyers leading in like this, taking our entire force by themselves. Getting seriously whacked. Is this formation? I can't. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, come on. Trento. Slow down. We gotta let this silly guy here find his way. Meanwhile, these guys have been pounded. Now they're taking on one lone destroyer while getting hosed by 6-inch gunfire. Absolutely hosed. If these guys could get their act together. Okay, Trento, go this way. Maybe that'll help them. Catch up. Get ourselves in some kind of formation. And alright. Oh. It's been brutal. And we're going to go chase the light cruisers now. Somebody just took a... I could have swore I heard a torpedo hit. And are you dancing still? What are you doing? Alright. Maybe it's the speed differential, but we are struggling to get the heavy cruisers into some semblance of a line. I don't know, maybe I've just been maneuvering too violently. Can you guys see these bad guys? Nope, doesn't look like it. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. What have we got here? All right. Finally. Ain't it beautiful? Oh, see. And just pretty as it can be. Trying to get all those guns around. Looks like we are going to, well, we need to close them. Oh, get some screenshots here. I think they have done well. Of course, I'm running at normal speed, which is unusual for the videos. But, they don't seem to be as crazy in terms of the water coming over the bow and things. Looks like they've really worked on the... Are we actually falling into some sort of formation? Look at that. Look at that. We're slowly getting organized while closing in on the... Oh, there's somebody over there. Isn't that interesting? Alright, then I think we maneuver to engage that one all by herself. See how that works out. And the cruisers are going out of their minds. Our destroyers are taking it. I have no idea if these destroyers have done anything with their. They put a lot of torpedoes in the water. I'll give them that. But this formation is insane. All right, we're going to try. Oh, she's caught in a crossfire. Yay. We're going to see if we can engage this cruiser, the Palace. Yeah. That's kind of sweet. We lost another destroyer. The AI is doing pretty good engaging targets individually with the cruisers. All right, we put torpedoes in the water against her. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Trying to find a good place to just get in here and see some pretties. I don't think so. And yeah, there we go. Slow things down a little bit. There we go. Isn't that sweet? While she's swinging around trying to follow. Yeah, at this point I would say that their formation, they really struggle. Is she just going to do another 180 to do it? Or not 180, 360? Looks like she is. It's pretty crazy, if you ask me. Alright, they are answering. And they've got a significant fire control advantage. What we're seeing is crazy formations. Oh, she took a good hit. Oh, she is raining some 6-inch gunfire on us. Think we might be being saved by the Alright. The problem is I think that her speed is just crazy. Alright. No idea of our destroyer. Ooh. I have no idea where our destroyers are. If we have any left at all. It appears not. It looks like we've lost them all. So all the light forces are gone. She's taken a hit to set her on fire. And the Trento is heavily engaged and hardly touching her. Oh, she took a good hit. It's just raining 6-inch gunfire on us. Stern belt extended. That's actually what I best I can appreciate the correct armor. All right. Ouch. Secondary gun hit. We ought to be able to overwhelm this old gal if we could. Oh! Look at the. Oh, that's our torpedoes. Okay. I had a moment of panic there. Well, we are raining the gunfire down on her. And we got a hit that time. She trying to close back up on her pals. That would make some sense. Alright. Dang. Fascinating fight. Right now it's effectively dead even. Given the destroyers getting wasted on both sides. Yeah, these guys are just acting crazy. Why do they feel the need to do this weave thing? Ooh, good hit. Yeah, that fire control advantage is telling right now, although we just hit her pretty hard. Heck, if all these guys were in the fight effectively right now, we'd be in trouble. Her smoke screen and her fire control advantage is really telling right now. I'm liking it. This is, except for this nonsense, which I think if we slow her down, maybe she won't act so crazy. She's getting hit hard. Oh, there we go. Score. And our secondaries are in. Yeah, okay. I'm struggling with this guy's speed was making him weave. Alright. And now they're bringing in their pals. It's done got serious. I don't know. Trento, Serena, who's she firing at? Okay. Can I put her? Huh. I don't know. But yeah, the formation's starting to make more sense. I have to start thinking about torpedoes. It's gonna happen. This has been fascinating. The destroyer fight was cool. Alright, more torpedoes in the water. There was a good hit right there. Yeah, it's I'm not sure, but I'm afraid that her extra belt armor may be saving her. We do what we can. Palace is in trouble. And Trento's hurt, but not critically. Really, these guys ought to be leaving. And they just might be. Either that or they're maneuvering from all the torpedoes that had been put in the water. There's another hit. This feels more like what you would expect from this kind of action. Lots of shooting, a handful of hits. Oh. Hold up. Somebody just took it in the shorts. Spartan took a torpedo hit. And it's mostly structural damage. That's interesting. Oh no, look at the flooding. Look at her. And look at all the torpedoes that are crossing through here. Yeah, she's done. She's done. And everybody else seems to be fleeing. And she's still weaving. She's still weaving like a drunk. Well, it's completely ahistorical result, which we expected because, well, there's all kinds of things happening here that have nothing to do with history. The game, at least outside of the campaign game, does not give the player the motivation to preserve his units. You just, as long as I kill as much as I can, I win. This is a situation where if I were the Italians in the real world, I'd be really reluctant to pursue because I don't know what's over the horizon. And I think at this point I would say, yeah, we're winning, yay. Our force, except for the destroyers, is actually in excellent condition. We've lost 3 destroyers for the. He's over there somewhere. We've lost 3 destroyers. We've killed 3 destroyers, and it looks like we're going to clean up another light cruiser. And I think I'd be perfectly happy with that result, having preserved my force rather than chasing. Lord, it's noisy. Rather than chasing after a wounded destroyer. Look how beautiful it is. Let's see if we can. Oh, I'm trying to get a decent screenshot here. Oh, she has been dinged up. Yeah, I don't think it exists. I don't think it exists. Back to the Trento and on with the game. Let's get her finished up, I think. Whoa. She's going to get hit. Yeah, she's going to get hit. All that beautiful talk just went to, yeah, you're fixing to get your head handed to you. That's a beautiful shot. She's going to take a hit. There ain't no avoiding it. Might as well watch. Oh. Oh. Well, I was right about one thing. It was time to start worrying about torpedoes. And I'm going to call it at this point. I am curious to see over here the next minute or so how the Trento does with her flooding. Does she survive that torpedo hit? It's looking bad. Oh yeah, it's looking bad. This compartment can't decide whether it wants to flood or not. I think it's deciding to flood. I think maybe they've gotten it under control. Yeah, I think they've got it under control. And I think at that point it would be an excellent time for the Italians to disengage, so we're going to call it. Well, Alpha 5 looks beautiful. This was fun. This is a different type of fight than I've been doing before with these relatively light forces. The game is really oh my God, she took another torpedo hit. The game is shaping up beautifully. I just don't see any reason why a naval enthusiast wouldn't enjoy this at some level. You know, it's doing it for me. In any case, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of Very Young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.